Dear students, welcome to another math session. In the last session, we discussed about negative numbers, directed numbers, addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division of such numbers. Today, we'll continue our topic of basic algebra and we will look into the concept of formulae, or simply also known as formulas. So, a formula is a mathematical relationship or rule which is expressed in symbols, like a relationship which you can form in the form of symbols using A, B, C, X, Y, Z, or any other alphabets. For example, V is equal to U plus AT. So this is the famous equation of motion. I'm sure you have learned it in your physics as well, where V stands for final velocity of an object, U is the initial velocity of the object, A stands for acceleration, and T for time. So if we are given the values of U, A, and T, we can easily work out the corresponding value of V. So if U is, for example, 10 and A is 2 and T is 1, so inserting these values in the formula, we can get V is equal to 10 plus 2 into 1, which is 12. So V is 12 for these values of U, A, and T. If the values of U, A, and T are changed, for example, if we say that this value is 15, A is 3, and T is 2, then we get another value of V for these values of U, A, and T. So if U is 15, U is replaced by 15, A is 3, and T is 2. So 15 and 2 times 3 is 6, 15 plus 6 is 21. So you can see that in the formula, once you built up this relationship between different quantities, you just need to change the values and you get the corresponding results. Exercise the exercise 5 is related to these the formulas. Go through this exercise. I'm sure you'll find it easier to work out. Make proper use of calculators and doing your calculations. The next is evaluating the algebraic expressions. So if we are given some algebraic expressions, for example, if we are given a simple expression 3a minus 2, and we are asked to evaluate this or evaluate the value of this expression if a is equal to 3. So what we need to do, we simply need to replace the value of a with 3. So a is replaced by 3, because in the expression it is 3 times a minus 2. So we'll say 3 times 3 minus 2. So 3 3s are 9. 9 minus 2 is 7. So that is our final answer for this expression when a is equal to 3. Similarly, if we have another expression, say 7a minus 5e, and the value of e is given as 5. So what we need to do now, we have to replace the value of a and e in the expression and get our final answer. So 7 times a means 7 times 3, minus 5 times e means 5 times 5. So 7 times 3 is 21, and 5 times 5 is 25, which gives you 21 minus 25 is minus 4. So that would be our final answer. Similarly, you can also have some other expressions or other types of expression with different values of the variables, and you have to work out or you have to evaluate those expressions. There are few points to remember. Students normally make mistakes in these points. So for example, 2x raised to the power 2. This basically means that 2 multiplied by x square. So remember that this square is only the part of x. It is not the part of this 2. What if this expression is, say we write the same expression as 2x whole raised to the power 2, then this is different. So it means first we multiply out the bracket, which is 2 times x, and then take the square of our answer. So it means find 2x first and then square it. So this is the difference between these two type of expressions. It's very important to understand that. Similarly, negative 7x, it means that this negative number is being multiplied by x. Similarly, negative x square means you know that if no digit is written beside a variable, it means there is a 1 there. So it means that negative 1 into x raised to the power 2. And the other thing you can note here that square is only the part of x. It is not the part of this negative sign. Okay, so these are few things which you need to be very careful about while evaluating the values of algebraic expressions. Let's have a look into few more expression, like if we have y square minus 3x square, and we are asked to evaluate the value of y square minus 3x square when x is equal to minus 3 and y is equal to plus 2. So inserting these values here, y is 2, so y square is 2 square minus 3 into x square, and value of x is negative 3, so it is negative 3 square, whole square of negative 3. So 2 square is 4 minus 3, and square of negative 3 is basically negative 3 multiplied by itself. Negative 3 multiplied by negative 3. So 4 minus 3 into minus 3 into minus 3. Minus into minus is plus. 3 3s are 9. So you'll get 4 minus, and then 3 9s are 27. And 4 minus 27 is negative 23. So that would be our final answer. Similarly, if we have another expression, 2x whole square minus y square, and the value of x is negative 3 and value of y is 2. Inserting these values in the expression, 2 into x is minus 3, and then square of this one, minus y square means 2 square. So now first of all work out the bracket. 2 into minus 3 is minus 6, so this becomes minus 6 whole square, and 2 square is 4. Minus 6 raised to the power 2 means minus 6 multiplied by minus 6, and minus into minus plus, 6 6 are 36, minus 4 is equal to 32. Remember that square of any number is always a positive number. Square of any number is always positive. For example, 2 square, it is 2 times 2, which is 4. And similarly, minus 2 square, this is minus 2 times minus 2, which is again plus 4. Okay, so squares, the whole squares are always end up in a positive number. Similarly, if we have another expression of the type, for example, ab plus c square whole under the root, and when a is given as 4, b is given as negative 2, and c is given as negative 3. So simply we will insert the values of a, b, and c in this expression. So 4 into minus 2, so it is a into b, so 4 into minus 2, plus c square, which is minus 3 square under the root. So 4 times minus 2 is minus 8, plus negative 3 whole square. I just told you square of any number is always positive, so it is minus 3 into minus 3, which end up in plus 9. So minus 8 plus 9 is plus 1 under the root, and when you take the square root of this one, you will get plus minus 1. Remember that answer to a square root is always plus minus. There are two answers for a square root, one positive and one negative. The reason is, if we want to work out square root of 4, we will get 2. So it means that if we get plus minus 2, it means that plus minus 2, if we multiply plus 2 and plus 2, we will get 4, this one, right? If we get multiply minus 2 and minus 2, minus 2 times 2 is again positive 4. So therefore, for any square root, there are always two answers. One is positive and the other is negative. Here also, it's the same thing. Plus 1 into plus 1 is 1. Minus 1 into 1 is also 1. Okay. Similarly, let's have another question here. B square over C plus 2C over B. Using the same values, b is minus 2, so b square is minus 2 square over c. C is minus 3 and plus 2c, 2 into minus 3 divided by b, which is minus 2. So if you simplify this one, minus 2 whole square is plus 4 over negative 3, and plus 2 times negative 3 is negative 6 over negative 2. And further simplify this one, this is minus 4 over 3. And you can see that this negative and negative cancels out. 2 1s are 2, 2 3s are 6. So you get plus 3. Minus 4 over 3 plus 3. And then you can simplify it by making the denominator same, times this by 3 and this by 3. So you get minus 4 over 3 plus 9 over 3, which will give you the final answer as positive 5 over 3. So students, you can see that how can we evaluate the given algebraic expressions by inserting the given values of the variable. You just need to be very careful while using the calculator and inserting the values in calculator to work out the final answers. The exercises are very, very simple, straightforward, and you can complete or you can work out some selective questions from exercise 6, 7, and 8 and for your practice, and complete this task before our next math lesson. Thank you.